Hi, this is Chrissy Incognito, and welcome to another episode of my show. Now, you might be wondering why I'm incognito. This is my alter ego that can say things that I cannot otherwise say unless I was incognito. So, thank you for returning. In order to understand more about this episode, view the previous episode. Happy listening. Hi. So thank you for coming back. This is my sister video that I want to talk about. But before I do, I want to talk about a couple of things. First of all, I'm losing my wig within the video, which it's laughable. So I hope you have some laughs. But I'm losing my wig within the video. It has a different background because we're redoing the studio, and so I have a twitch just to let you know. Because of the medication I take for anxiety, depression, and all that kind of stuff. So I have a twitch that I really can't control. Like, I can control it if I'm aware. As soon as I become aware of it, I can control it. But it's just what I do. I remember Greg used to be like, "You're twitching again." Like, he used to make it out to be so cute. But anyway, those days are gone. But I just want to let you know I twitch a lot in these videos. So I just wanted to give you a heads up. Happy listening. Hi, and welcome back. You might be noticing that the studio looks different. We are actually renovating the studio, so I am actually in my kitchen with the guinea pigs and the puppies. So I didn't want too much of my mess to show, so I'm sort of in the corner. But we're doing the Michele video. Now, I wanted to say a couple of things before I go on to this next segment. First of all, I was telling you guys how she has an issue with everything, okay? If you notice, the title of the video in Michele has one L, okay? Now, technically, my parents are teachers, and they're old school teachers. So technically, one L is correct, okay? Because it's a French name. Well, she had a problem with that. Nobody ever spells my name right, and blah, 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 blah. Now, listen, I get it. People either get sensitive about their name or pissed off about their name, but it's been 50 years of this. You people had to be perfect. You had to go with, the perfect spelling, blah, blah, blah. And as a result, I can't find anything with my name on it, and everybody misspells it, and blah, blah, blah. So that was the first thing I wanted to add to the video. The other thing I wanted to add is I always wanted to play this. I tend to have like audio recordings of a lot of people of my past and present. But this was present. I might have been during COVID. And she was going on and she sounded insane that I was like, I have to videotape this. So I was on the house phone and I put it on speaker and I just recorded off my cell phone. So that's kind of how that went. So there's 3 videos. There's like a short one, a longer one, and a short one. I want to play them naturally, and you're not going to understand any of this because I'm coming in the middle of a conversation. So I'm going to have to stop it and decipher it so you understand what's going on. I found it to be crazy. I don't know if you guys at home will be able to follow along, but I found it crazy. So let's hear it, and I'll stop it as we go, okay? Hold on. Yeah, leading you down the yellow brick road there, yeah.
Okay? Don't sell me a dream. Don't sell me a dream. Remember, am I who I say I am? Don't sell me a dream.
Yes.
Tell me you're moving out and you're not.
Right.
You know that at a later date, I forwarded that to him. He said, he's like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Because there was accountability. Okay. So remember the thug that I talked about? She was in a marriage. She cheated on my brother-in-law the whole marriage, but then there was this thug that came along. He worked in a gas station, okay? There's nothing wrong with that. But with this guy, there's something wrong with it. He worked in a gas station. He had warrants out for his arrest. So he worked at a gas station where it's under the table. He had warrants out for his arrest for child support. Okay. He had like something like $6,000 worth of child support. And so he worked there. She pulled up to the gas station and she was like, that's a thug that is going to enrich my life. Okay. She pursued him. Anyway, she's talking about him because if you remember from the other video, I said all of a sudden the guy was like, well, what are you doing? You're living with your husband. Are you lying to me? Are you stringing me along? So she's referencing that this guy would say, don't sell me a dream. Don't tell me, this is real if it's not that he had substance, but he liked to play a good game. So for whatever reason, what we were talking about, she's talking about this right now. Okay. The first thing is you're going to notice that I'm a lot more passive because I knew it was being videotaped. So I wanted more to come. So I didn't correct her the way I normally do. And I didn't want to go back and forth with her the way I normally do. So I'm going to be a lot more passive. It's not that I'm agreeable if you listen to it. I'm acknowledging what she's saying. Like, yes, I remember that. I hear that. I understand what you mean. But I'm not condoning whatever bad thing she's going on about. But let's go back to it because there's a whole bunch of stuff. Okay, so let's.
Yeah, of
And he
course.
said, I don't know where you get this shit from. Now, at the time, I was like, what?
Yeah.
And I said, you said to me, he goes, I don't know where you come up with this. And I sat back with that, and I was like, is he serious?
No, he knows that he said that. He just didn't want to be held to it.
Chris, that was all crazy. Yeah, but that's crazy making.
Of course. Of course.
That's what Daddy does.
Daddy doesn't do
Daddy
that.
gaslight?
No, he doesn't.
And he crazy makes.
No, he doesn't.
He crazy makes in these text messages that go around in a circle. When I read you these text messages, I send him a text message, and then he attempts to go one step further with me, reiterate what I said, but it makes no sense. Sounds crazy making, Chris.
So let me explain that. My dad doesn't want to fight with her. And does he make mistakes? Yes. Do we all make mistakes? Yes. So she nitpicks stuff and then will throw it back in his face. And I don't blame him. We've talked about this. He does not want to go because that's what she wants. You did this. I was wrong. But why did you do this? And blah, 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 blah. And you need to. So it's not even good. Even if he took accountability, it's not going to go anywhere. So I don't know what she's talking about, but maybe she said to him, I'll call you tomorrow at 5. Because she's a lunatic and, she has to have that attention and she's counting on that attention at 5. She calls him at 5. He doesn't pick up the phone, right? He gets distracted or whatnot. Then he's like, oh, I didn't realize we were going to talk at 5. We were going to talk at 5. Wait, you're just trying to gaslight me. It's like literally as simple as that, okay? But she needs that. She needs to villainize. And that's part of the borderlines. They idolize, which she idolizes my dad. And she villainizes my dad. And I never understood that because I saw both sides of it. And I'm just like, I don't get any of this. My crazy is another crazy. But let's get on with it. And I'll talk to you through the thing.
Well, I'm sorry. What do you mean goes one step? I'm sorry. So, yeah, please. You have these conversations and
I'm sorry, I don't.